This is a practice I call stop, drop, and feel. And I like to use a phrase that's common back in my days. We had stop, drop, and roll in case of an emergency. So I was working with clients, and we hear a lot of commonalities around the monkey mind and this mind and that ruminates and gets stuck and clings on and will not let go. And this can be about some sort of grievance or whatever the disturbing thought is. Often they have hooks, and we can go down that rabbit hole. So the idea of stop, drop, and feel is to intentionally stop the mind from having that locomotive motion in one direction. Because once you can stop and come back to yourself, you have a lot more choice of what to do. For example, let's say I'm in an argument with somebody and I'm really upset with them and I'm thinking about them and I have all these negative thoughts, and I'm either actively in that argument or in that argument in my mind. And once I catch that's happening and I'm just staying stuck in that, I have this option now to stop, drop, and feel. So I stop the thinking, I stop getting deeper into that thought, and I stop that and I drop it. I lay it down, at least for the moment, and I drop in. And once I drop in, I can feel whatever needs to be felt, whatever feels safe to feel in that moment. So maybe there's sadness. Maybe there's a fear of not belonging. Maybe there's a fear of abandonment. Maybe there's stress in my body. But once I get that information, then I have more choice. If it's stress in my body, maybe I'll go on a walk or a run or go dance or do some yoga. If I'm feeling a lack of belonging, maybe I just need to have a sweet conversation. Maybe I just first need a hug. But once I stop, drop, and feel, then I can move towards the next best thing to help feel greater ease and peace and calm. So take a moment and reflect. If you're in something that you're stuck in right now, you can go ahead and bring it up lightly, or you can recall one that you had recently. And just notice what it feels like to be getting caught up in those thoughts. Notice how it generates feelings in your body as well as your mind. And now you're at that observation stage. So make a choice in this moment as best possible to drop it, to stop the thinking and to drop it, lay it down so that you can drop in. And go ahead and do that. Drop in. And see what you sense now that you're in. What do you feel? I'm going through this exercise quicker than I would normally, but I'm inviting you to actually practice this at a deep level. Perhaps this week or next week, if something comes up and you can remember to stop and drop in and feel, notice what it's like to stop in the moment and actually be aware of your body, of your emotions, of your feelings. And then you can choose what would be the best for you in that moment. It's another way to work with these thoughts in a tender, kind way. Because really the thoughts are trying to get us to something deeper anyhow. I believe the thoughts are like a cover up, right? I'm so angry, but really I'm hurt or fearing belonging. If we get caught up in the thoughts, we get caught up on the surface level on the story. And that's really common. But if we can have the mindfulness and the care for ourselves to stop and actually go within, then we have access to a lot more choice and a lot more movement. So good job.